Yes, dear children, today I'll be talking to you about this chapter, and this chapter is about, if you notice, this chapter is all about national lifelines. And what do you find? The first thing that you should understand is that India has turned into a global village, and the whole world has turned into a global village. Why has it turned into a global village? Because of fast moving transport and communication. ठीक है, and transport and communication. So there can be a question, why has the world turned into a global village? The second question can be, how has transport and communication led to integration? Okay, so then the next thing that you can be asked on this page is, what are the different means of transport and communication? And the three means of transport and communication are land, water and air. Under the land, if you look at the flowchart, you will find it is roadways, railways and pipelines. In the paper, they may ask you a question, make this figure and remove any one part and ask you to complete it. In waterways, it may be inland and overseas. In airways, it can be domestic as well as international. Now, domestic can be public and private. So, with this, we come on to the next question which will come. And if you notice, in front of you, in front of on the screen, you can see what is explain the importance of roads in relation to railways. Page 2. Yes. So, what is the advantage of roads over the railways? First, the construction cost is low. Secondly, roads can go on extremely high gradient, right? It can also go zigzag, which is it can go in undulating topography. Understood? Then it is terms of economic, it can carry few as well as more people. Next, it can carry people from door to door, from your house to the house of the person you want to go. Then it is also a feeder to other means of transport. What do you mean by feeder? Feeder means if suppose you have to go by railways, you will go by roads to the railway station. If you have to go by the plane, then also you will have to go by road to the railway station. Is this much understood? Then it comes to how can roads be classified. It says that there are 6 categories of road. One is golden quadrilateral. Golden quadrilateral is also called as north-south corridor. Golden quadrilateral is Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai, Mumbai. Then look at the map. You will see in the next page the golden quadrilateral. In my book, it is colored in green. In your book, it may be some other different color. Oh, golden quadrilateral is this. Okay. Then comes north-south corridor. North-south corridor, if you can look in the south, Kanyakumari, and in the north, you can look at Srinagar. Are you able to find? Where is Srinagar? Kanyakumari? Yes. Then also you can look at Porbandar and Silchar. This is east-west corridor. In the east, you will find Silchar, and in the west, you will find Porbandar. Is that understood? Okay. So, right. And further, if you see, the pages have, give me a minute. Yeah, we are on the right page. Now, if you see further, it says what are the different types of roads. If you look at this point, it says Indian roads can be classified in the following 6 categories. And what are they? First is the golden quadrilateral, north-south corridor, east-west corridor. This much you have understood. Now, a question may come, what is the objective of superhighways? What is the objective of superhighways? The objectives of superhighways is to save time and distance. Can you see that? And who maintains the superhighways? National Highway Authority of India, NHAI. Yes. Now, who maintains the national highways? The national highways are maintained by CPWD. And then comes the state highways. In the second column, you will see state highways. State highways are maintained by State Public Work Department. District roads are maintained by Zilla Parishad, and the other roads, which are the village roads, they are maintained by the Pradhan Mantri Gramin Sadak Yojana. So with this you can see all the major roads are done. Then comes what are other roads. So for that we come to the next page, and there it talks about border roads. What are border roads? Border roads are international roads which are of international importance. They are of strategic importance. They are accessible in difficult terrain and they help in economic development. Now, next question. They are already marked. Now comes the next question. The next question is, how can roads be classified on the basis of material use? They can be metallic roads which are made metalled, and they can be unmetalled roads or kacha roads. The roads which are not workable in rainy seasons are kacha roads, and metal roads are all season roads. Now comes the road density. What is road density? Total road density is say what is the total road density? It says the length of roads per 100 square kilometer is known as the road density, and in Kashmir it is the highest, and in Kashmir it is the lowest, and Kerala it is the highest. Kashmir, here my book says 10 kilometers, but in your book it is 12.4 kilometers, and in Jammu Kashmir it is 5177, which is the new data. You should use this new data, not the one which I am showing you. And it says, what are the problems faced by roads? The problems faced by roads are given in your book, and what do you say? That most of the roads are inadequate, and what do you find? They are unmetalled, and what do I find? Inadequate, unmetalled, and also I find that most of the roads are highly congested. Is this much understood? Then we come to the railways. Railways carry two things, freight and passengers. And roads are used for various purposes, for sightseeing, for pilgrimages. You can see in your book also. And what do? They have been integrating people. They have been used for integrating people for years, and this is the importance of railways. And we can see the first railway line. It started in 1853 from Mumbai to Thane, and it covered 34 kilometers. So with this we come on to the distribution pattern, and this paragraph is given in your book. And what do you find? That the distribution pattern of the railways is influenced by the physiography, economic and administrative factors. Where are the roads, the railways maximum? You will find it maximum in the northern plains. Why? Because it is a vast level land, there is high population here, it's agriculturally rich, and there are bridges. On the other hand, in the hilly areas you will find that the number of railways will be less. In Himalayan region, because of high relief, sparse population and lack of economic development, railways would be less. And it is always difficult to construct railways in the forested areas. And then it talks about Konkan railways. What do we find? That Konkan railways also are very important. And what do they carry? Every railways carry passengers and goods. What are the problems confronting Konkan railways? Sinking of track and landslides. Now, what are the various problems confronting railways? Many passengers do not take the ticket. Many passengers travel and commit theft, and sometimes people pull chains, and all this causes heavy damage to the railways. The next video on pipelines we'll make next one we'll make afterwards. Thank you.